Hey guys, came for 15, joined by my uncle Daryl, back with another NFL predictions for you guys, and we got a gang load of predictions we gotta make. News came out, obviously Bill Belichick going to North Carolina to be their head coach. For whatever teams that were out there, that were maybe interested in interviewing him. Um, well, he's off the market. Personally, I think he doesn't take the job if he doesn't know in his circles that teams are going to be willing to give him an interview, or if anything, an actual legit shot to be their head coach. I feel like some teams would bring him in and just be like, maybe we'll just give you this one interview, but we'll just see what you got to say, and then you're out. That's what it seems like to me. The reason why he went to North Carolina, whatever that is, maybe it's a setup for his son, because I know that's also some other rumors, like it's a whole setup for his son, but. Um, I just think it's kind of a combination of both. Him wanting to set something up for his son to be the head coach, and then two, NFL teams are just like, nah, dude, you're 72. We're not gonna trust our future to you. And then we saw your record post Brady, even before Brady, it wasn't very successful,
Correct.
and everything. And even for a Bears perspective, I guess there was an article that came out, that his like Patricia Lombardi and McDaniels, they knew that the Bears weren't going to give him an interview or they were not going to look his way. But they did say like he did think highly of the job, that he thought it was the best position available for any upcoming coaches. Now, again, I don't want to turn this to a Bears videos, but it's funny that I'm already seeing Bears media already put out like, oh, the Bears passed on Bill Belichick. Ninja, the season's not over yet. They ain't even interviewed anybody. I'm
Correct.
like, personally, for NFL fans, Bear fans complain to complain.
Yeah.
That's
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the topic is. Um, the those woe is me Bears fans are always going to come up with something and say, "Hey, what about us? We could have did this. We could have did that." Belichick is 72 years old. Come on
Yeah,
now,
it's funny
let's
because it's the same people that freaking say some of these same media members who are saying, "Oh, the Bears passed on Bill Belichick." Y'all people didn't even want to hire him to begin with. You're like, no, they can't hire
either
him. But see, that's the
because he's
problem with
another
Chicago.
defense. He's another defensive head coach. He's already proven that he only won with Brady.
Yeah. Now, in that
That's it.
article, they do say the Bears are looking to maybe pair up an offensive-minded coach with Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
Only
I
leads
mean
me that's
that's
more
that's
than
that's that's the common sense thing to do anyway. And also speaking about the North Carolina job, there was and it came out today, I believe it was, where he said that he's not using this as a stepping stone for another NFL job. I personally don't believe that. I do believe that he's trying to set up, like let's just say, an NFL farm system, so to speak, um, that eventually he'll over to his son because at 72 years old, I mean, come on now, how long can he go at 72?
I would say maybe 4 years tops.
I was thinking three,
Yeah, 3 or 4 for me.
three. And then on top of that, if and you know how college is, you got to be able to recruit, man. You can't just come up here and say, well, the Belichick name knows about the NFL, and then you guys should come to North Carolina. You still got to get a coaching staff. You still got to be able to set up NIL deals. It's a lot that goes into it, but I'm pretty sure all this stuff is for a video for another day.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah.
In,
Um,
in the end, when it's all said and done, I ain't interested.
yeah, yeah. I would have not been mad if the Bears just had talked to him, but can't really talk to him when you're in season, so can't do nothing. Anyways,
Yeah.
predictions for week 15 with the season wrapping down. We only got 3 more weeks left to go. No, four. Yeah, well, technically right now 4 more weeks, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Um, so Rams and 49ers was the Thursday night game last week because we didn't get our predictions video out sooner. We couldn't do a predictions. I didn't really watch the game, but I heard it was like a freaking slob
Field
fest.
goal fest. It was a
Yeah.
field goal fest.
Um,
And the Rams wound up kicking more field goals than the 49ers.
yeah. Rams end up beating the 49ers.
Yeah.
That's only going to help them in their chase to win the NFC West. They're right behind the tail of the Seattle Seahawks. I know one of my friends who is a Rams fan because he works for the Rams has already texted me. He's like, "Hey, if the Bears can beat the Seahawks on Christmas Eve, or not Christmas Eve, post Christmas Eve, um, I'll be a Bears fan." I'm like, "No, we're not beating Seattle. Sorry."
Dude, have you honestly watched Seattle and the Bears play? And
No, he's seen it.
I'm
He's
speaking
seen
to
it.
whoever you were talking to. Have you seen the Bears in Seattle play for the last 3 weeks, let's say?
He's seen the Bears play. He literally wished me happy.
Yeah, and he's
Wish
also
me.
seen Seattle play too. So he obviously knows the answer to that question. The Bears will not beat Seattle.
Yeah. He wished me happy birthday when the Bears had that choke job against Detroit, and he's
Oh,
from the
that was
city. I
nice
was
of
like,
him.
I didn't even respond to that. I just
Now he
like,
wants to be your buddy. Man, move on.
yeah, the Rams are on the way. They're the hottest team right now from where I look at in the NFL. A team that you
Huh?
don't want to play.
Nah, say Seattle. I would say Seattle, man. That defense has been lit the last 3 to 4 weeks.
I'm talking about as of late. Seattle's been good for like a whole month.
Well, you're talking about the Rams. Were you talking about the Rams being the
I'm talking about
hottest
the
new team?
Rams.
Oh man, the Rams ain't the hottest new team. Come on, man. It's Seattle. Seattle playing better football than the Rams.
Yeah, okay.
Seattle. Seattle is where it's at.
Um, Follow from the 49ers is the fact that one of their linebackers, Dion, I don't know, Campbell Sr.,
Uh-huh.
he just ended up leaving. I don't know why. I guess he just must have got upset over something. Maybe Dre Greenlaw coming back got him upset. He didn't get no play time. I don't know. He just literally walked off the field. I didn't watch the game, but that's what they said. And then you got teammates basically telling like Kittle was like, yeah, I hope, I never have a teammate like that that just walks off and quits on his boys. And then, yeah, I got Ward is like talking about he might be released. It makes sense. He might probably just get cut this morning and then just be like, we're done with it.
Well,
Yeah.
again, I'm pretty sure that John Lynch, if he hasn't already done it, it's in the works.
Oh, yeah.
But I would imagine that the young man needs to have a really, really good reason to walk out on this team.
Yeah. Listen, I was on it. Well, I was like a team manager for my college team, and something like that actually happened with one of the players on the college team.
Yeah.
Literally just
And as a
got
and as a
upset.
coach, it's happened to me too. But and you know what I did? All right. Look at that door once you walk out.
Yeah,
That'll be the last time you see it.
yeah,
That's always my view. If you're gonna walk out, don't come back.
yeah. And that's what happened on my situation. Got
Yep.
kicked off the team for that.
Yep. If you're gonna walk out, don't come back.
Because one, you not only break the trust of the people within the organization, you break the trust of your teammates. How can you, be trusted? So,
Well, the thing is, just like I said before, the only thing that matters is the people in your immediate circle.
hmm
If you let down the people in your immediate circle, you'll let everybody else down. So
yeah.
we don't need you, you know. Mm-mm.
But regardless, the 49ers season it's done. It's over. It's
Yeah,
gone.
it's finished. It's
Um,
finished.
that pisses me off even more that the Bears coming off the week that they fired the coach laid a little goose egg against these dudes. Yet the Rams, I
The
don't care.
Rams.
I don't care if there was like some rainy weather, involved a bit. The damn Rams held these fuckers to 6 points. Kyle Shanahan led off in 6 points, but my Bears gave up 34 points and basically gave up from the moment the kickoff
Dude,
started.
man, they gave up more than that on the first drive. I mean, come
Yeah,
on,
if
man.
I'm Thomas Brown in there, I'm looking at that and I'm bringing these boys in the locker. I'm like, you see what these fools did?
Yep.
Like defense, you better get your stuff together this week
Yeah.
against Minnesota
Yeah.
because that's
I'm just
unacceptable.
like, I mean, I
Rams,
feel for
the
Thomas
Rams talent
Brown.
wise has a worse defense than the Bears.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Ravens at Giants. Giants are tanking. We've already seen,
Ravens.
we've already seen what the
Ravens. Put your Ravens in your fantasy league, or at
uh,
least put Derrick Henry in there.
I got Lamar
I
Jackson,
did.
my starting quarterback for this week.
Yep.
So Hopefully, with
Make
the
sure.
playoffs starting, I get a lot of good points for my players.
Yeah. So it's one of those games where I can honestly feel that prior to the playoffs, just to show that, because I think they're resting Derrick Henry for the playoffs. That's why I think he's getting anywhere from 10 to 15 carries and not really utilizing him a lot. But I think closer to the end of the season, you'll probably see that one huge game, that one breakout game to make the Ravens or let people see that the Ravens are a legitimate contender. And I think this is going to be the game. I think they're going to give it to Derrick Henry left, Derrick Henry right. And I would not be shocked if he puts up a 200 spot on the Giants.
They got to start winning games because they could be kicked out of the playoffs.
Who?
The Ravens. They're 8 and
Yeah,
5.
they got to win this one. They got to win this one. I mean, this is a winnable game, so they
Yeah.
got to come in. They got to come in playoff mode for this one. That's what I'm saying. Derrick Henry left, Derrick Henry right.
Yeah. Oh, great. I ain't even paying attention. Jets and Jaguars. They don't even deserve me to give a prediction for this game. Jaguars are the home team.
Golly gee, who the Jaguars playing again?
The Jets.
Oh golly gee, the Bay of Pigs again. Oh, okay. Jacksonville did win last week.
Yeah.
They did against the Titans team that's pretty decent defensively. And they are at home. Man, goodness gracious.
I'm going with the Jaguars.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Jaguars too. They actually played like they wanted to win last week, and at home they can't do that.
Yeah.
They're gonna come together, I think.
Yep.
And the Jets are tanking anyway.
Yeah. Cowboys at Panthers. Panthers are actually favored in this game, surprisingly.
Yeah, I was really impressed with how the Cowboys defense played against the Bengals. They had a major injury, linebacker, and after he went out, the defense seems to went with him. Um, you know what? Roll Tide. I'm going with the Panthers.
Yeah, the
Going,
Panthers are the better team. Well, they've been playing the better team as of late. They almost came back and beat Philadelphia, which started drama within their organization.
oh golly, gee, it always starts. Philadelphia's full of it. They
Yeah,
should be happy they won. I
I'll go with
mean,
the Panthers. They've just been looking like a really good team. Hopefully,
yeah,
Rico Dowdle, who's my flex, gives me a lot of points because he has been scoring a lot of points as of late.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, Cooper Rush, as good as he's played the last couple of weeks. I mean, he's still a backup when it's all said and done.
Yeah. Commanders at Saints.
Okay, I like the Saints.
Really?
I like the Saints. The Saints over the last 3 weeks, I believe, could have won all of those games. Um, they seem to have everybody back. Obviously, Rashid Shaheed is out for the year, but
You think
um,
Jake Haener, because they confirmed Derek Carr is going to be out.
they confirmed Derek Carr is going to be out.
Jake
Oh,
Haener
then
is
I'm
going to be the
going.
starting quarterback.
Never mind. I'm going with the Commanders. Oh, that defense will ball out, but I just don't think with the backup quarterback they'll generate enough offense to keep up with the Commanders' offense.
Yeah, going Commanders. It's also Jaden Daniels' return to Louisiana.
Yeah, that
So,
don't matter to me. If the with the way the Saints have been playing with Derek Carr, I think the Saints would have been able to win this game. But without Derek Carr, no, they got to generate points against the Commanders.
all right, next game, Bengals at Titans.
Bengals,
Yeah, Bengals.
Bengals still got an outside shot at the playoffs.
I think they're fair.
Outside.
I think.
Outside. It's
Hmm.
an outside shot. Outside shot. Way outside. A lot of factors have to happen. The Bengals have to win out, and a couple other losses for the other teams in the division and the conference. Bengals still are mathematically in. They haven't been they haven't been ruled out yet.
Next up.
Also keep in mind Burrow's coming into that game questionable with knee and wrist injuries.
Oh wow, Bills flared up again.
Yes, it has. Dallas hit him pretty good a couple times. Well, I'm sorry, Micah Parsons hit him a couple of times really good.
Next up, Chiefs at the Browns. The Chiefs escaped last week. Chargers played as good as maybe you can play against the Chiefs, and they lost to a doink field goal. The Matt Nagy magic doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah, this whole season has been about Andy Reid and Andy Reid's game plan and Steve Spagnuolo's defense.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with Matt Nagy. We already know as Bear fans that Matt Nagy is incompetent.
No, I was just saying because the field goal that won the game doinked, and with us, it doinked out and we lost. For them, it
Well,
doinked
I'm
in.
I'm talking about the whole. If you look at the Kansas City offense with Matt Nagy as their offensive coordinator, that's exactly what you get, you know. But
Yeah. Hey,
in Cleveland,
The enemy is back on the market. UCLA got
yeah,
rid of his ass.
yeah, I heard that. Cleveland has been playing decently well.
They're playing decently well, but they keep losing. I need
Yeah,
Stefanski to get fired.
they keep losing. I don't think this is the week and this is the team that that'll beat the Chiefs. So I'm going Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going Kansas City.
Yeah,
Plus, if you have Jameis turning the ball over, that's it's gonna be hard to try to win this game. And
correct.
he's
And
consistently been turning the ball over.
yeah, yeah. And then on top of that, I'm not sure if Njoku is going to play either. Um,
Let's see.
Njoku's been targeted quite a bit the last 3 or 4 weeks by Jameis, and I think he's nursing a hamstring injury. So,
Yeah, he's questionable.
right. And, hamstrings are tricky.
Yeah.
So, um, be that as it may, I think with a healthy Njoku, they can probably, hang in there. They'll still lose, but they can hang up in there. But I think without a healthy Njoku, I can honestly see Kansas City doing the same thing that Pittsburgh did to them last week.
Yeah. Dolphins at Texans. Both teams who are trying to stay afloat in the playoff race, they desperately need this game. So whether it's the
Uh-huh.
Dolphins or the Titans, Texans.
Dolphins don't lose. Dolphins don't win this one. Their playoff chances are toast, in my opinion. So, but Houston has not been playing great football. I'm a, but they don't. Dolphins don't do well on the road either. I'm gonna go Dolphins. I think Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will come in this game with a playoff mindset and get a W.
I'll go Texans. I'll say they'll just win by 3. They haven't been impressing me.
Well, I mean, neither team really has been impressive because heck, the freaking Jets just took the Dolphins to overtime.
Yeah. Next up, Colts at the Broncos.
Broncos.
I'm gonna go with Broncos, albeit the Colts have been playing really good football as of late. But if they want to if they win this game, they can still. They gotta hope that not Tennessee, freaking Houston loses, so then they have a more good of a shot to win the division. Because they're still in play for the division, actually.
It should be a good game. Both teams are coming off a bye,
Yeah,
so with 2 weeks for both teams to prepare, then I honestly think it should be a good game. But the better defense is the home team, which is Denver.
hmm
So I think Denver will probably wind up winning,
Patriots.
and they got to keep up.
hmm
with the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Patriots at the Cardinals. I'm going Cardinals.
yeah, I'm going Cardinals too. Again, it's another one of those situations where the Cardinals got to win to stay in the division. They're down 2 games to Seattle, and they can't lose anymore.
Yeah. If they lose this game somehow, their season's done.
Yeah, I agree.
Because at least if you don't get the division, you can at least try to get you a wild card spot. But then again, there's teams ahead of you, especially like dang near two teams from the NFC North that basically hold wild card spots. You know,
Correct. And on top of that, the Rams are ahead of them too.
yeah,
And I think the Rams got them by 2 games. So Arizona's got to get this W.
yeah, and they just gotta hope outside magic happens.
Yep, yep.
Probably the highlight game of the week, I guess, out of the two, or out of, I guess you could say out of the three. Bills at Lions.
Precursor for the Super Bowl. Both teams obviously are trying to. I got well, what I've been saying is bigger fish to fry,
Uh-huh.
and Buffalo has been the only team to put that blemish on KC's record.
Yep.
Detroit's just been balling out all year. I still like Detroit because of their running game.
Mhm.
So, and the defense has proven to be a little better too.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go with Detroit by a field goal.
Yeah, I'll go Detroit. Bills really struggled to stop the offense of the Rams last week. Their run game, um, with Kyron Williams, and then even their pass game. And then they just got behind the eight ball and they tried to play catch up.
Yeah,
Obviously what Josh Allen did was really good, but they tried to play catch up. And when you're trying to play catch up against a team that can just score in bunches, it becomes hard on your defense to try to get stops
yeah,
because each defensive possession, that means we need to get a stop like that. They had a chance to get the lead and take the lead, but Sean McVay, he went for it on fourth down, got it, and basically it was too little, too late.
yeah.
Um, so I would envision the Lions be better prepared for Josh Allen and find ways to contain him and stop him so he's not giving up six touchdowns or getting six touchdowns.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
gonna go with the Lions to win this game, and if the Bills do lose this game, it effectively probably kicks them out of getting home field advantage because somehow the lucky Chiefs will get the home field
Of
advantage.
course, of course. But at the same time, though, I can honestly see. I mean, honestly, I can see a knockout drag out. 2017, 23-20, 27-24, 30-27, something like that. However, I can also see one of them 48-45, 51-48 games too. I can see an overtime game. I can see a high scoring game, but I can also see a knockout drag out. So I'll say this. If it is one of them knockout dragouts, the better running game should save the day here, which is Detroit.
Yeah.
A shootout, on the other hand, the Bills got a chance.
Buccaneers at the Chargers.
I don't trust Tampa Bay on the road.
Don't trust Tampa Bay on the road, even though it's not much of a road game.
Tampa Bay going to the Chargers
Yeah, it's not much of a road game.
for who?
Tampa Bay. SoFi
They
Stadium,
gotta
whether
go.
it's Rams or Chargers, their fans don't even show up
Oh
sometimes.
man, it doesn't matter, man. It's Tampa Bay on the road.
Man, I was
Tampa.
walking out. I was going to the Clippers game the same night as the Bills Rams game. Me and Dad freaking passed by gang loads of Bills fans. Now I don't know any Tampa Bay fans out here in California, but
Listen, I'm sorry. Tampa Bay just I just
you gotta give them credit. They're fighting back and they're the division leader, I think.
okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the NFC leaders right now. And yes, Tampa Bay is on one of them weird streaks where they've won 3 in a row. That's great. But see, that's where to me, that's where I don't want to get trapped up into. I just don't. I just don't. On Tampa Bay on the road.
I'm going Chargers.
And they got a really good road record too. 4-2 on the road. I still don't want to get trapped up in not against the Chargers.
You know what? I'm actually switching my pick. I'm going Buccaneers to win this game.
Yeah, you go right on ahead. I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay.
You can go
Another
ahead and you are just against your two. The Chargers and the Bears are your two teams, man. You've been picked against them both. I would have thought we good with the Bears, but at least the Chargers are
I'm
having
more
a real.
confident in the Chargers than the Bears ever will until the Bears actually get a head coach.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I mean, man, I would have thought you would have been, one of them diehard cats with the Chargers. And then the drop against Tampa Bay.
I'm going Tampa Bay.
I'm sorry, Chargers fans. I'm not going to do that to you against not against Tampa Bay. Although y'all did let me down last week against the Chiefs.
Did I choose the Chiefs last week? I think I chose the
You
Chiefs last
choose,
week.
you chose the Chiefs. I chose the Chargers.
Um, Battle of Pennsylvania. Steelers at the Eagles.
I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles, man. Yeah, I gotta admit, I like the Eagles, man. Barkley adds a whole different dichotomy
Yeah.
to a football game. And, you got these out of the blue reports talking about Brown and Hurts don't get along and all this other kind of crap. And I'm sitting over here like, yeah, okay, all right. That seems like what does Nick Saban call it? Rat poison before a game. Don't Philadelphia.
They moved on past it. They moved past on it.
That's what they moved past it. But again, rat poison. It's crap.
Again, another correlation with the Bears. They talked about the Hail Mary up until like Friday before playing the Cardinals. But
Yes.
Philadelphia
Again,
Eagles are like, no, we're dead in this in the water Wednesday. No more talking about this.
no,
We
man,
got our football.
it's the here it is. Philadelphia's won 9 straight games, and here it is. You got an in-state rival coming in.
Yeah.
Rat poison.
No.
I like, and
Personally,
on top of that, Pickens may not even play.
oh yeah, he didn't play last week either.
He didn't play last week either, and the way Tomlin's talking, he won't play this week either. So, I
What
mean, can they honestly beat Philadelphia with the way that secondary has been playing and that defense has been playing? With Mike Williams and Pat Fryermuth, and
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I'll go Eagles.
I'm going Eagles.
Personally, on the AJ freaking Jalen drama, you're winning. Who cares about you getting past this or not? Win.
And if it
I'm
is, it's coming from. And for me, if it is, it's coming from the diva wide receiver.
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah,
because
wide
I
receivers
need my
don't.
touches.
You're right. Wide receivers don't see wins and losses; they see touches.
He might have some clause in his contract where if he gets this amount of yardage, he gets like some sort of incentives or something. I'm
But you
guessing.
would you would think that if you're winning, the complaint should be minimal. Dude, we're winning.
Yeah.
We're winning. Do your job so we can win.
I have no clue. I have
Yeah.
no clue.
Mm.
Um, Sunday night football game is Packers at Seahawks.
What do you think I'm about to say?
You know me, I'm going freaking Seahawks.
But why are you going Seahawks?
Because you
Explain
know
that to me.
me, I hate the Packers.
I'm going Seahawks because the Seahawks are playing better football.
Yeah, they're playing better football. I don't think they're the hottest team. I think the Rams are the hottest team, but that's just me.
Rams lost 2 weeks ago.
Their offense
Seattle
has
has
been on
won
fire.
straight. Seattle's won 4 straight.
Yeah, and I hope they continue on winning streak against the Packers.
But you're saying the Rams are playing better football.
Yeah, offensively they are.
You
get
know,
to
there's
the
two sides. There's two sides to that coin, right?
yeah,
Two sides to that coin.
yeah,
So you're gonna go offense. Seattle is playing some of the best defensive football in the league,
yeah. That's good.
which is good enough to beat the Packers.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, but not Seattle, but not the Rams.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. The Monday Night Football games. We got dual Monday Night Football games again. I don't know why it's this late into the season. Yeah, Bears and Vikings and Rams. Bears at Vikings and Falcons at Raiders.
These are easy. These are easy.
Oh,
Minnesota and Atlanta.
yeah. Minnesota in a blowout because the Bears, they want to get blown up by San Francisco, who got dropped when the guy gave 6 points. Leaves me no confidence. And plus, from the first matchup, if anything tells me that they're okay with leaving um, Addison and especially the tight end, Hawkinson, wide open, like they did
Yeah.
last week against Jawan Jennings and George Kittle, it only tells me they're going to do it again because the definition of insanity is doing it over again and think it's going to work. So they're going to
Well,
let
I mean, that's all they do. They play zone defense, and they're going to play zone defense with the best wide receiver in the league in the game.
yeah.
They're going to zone up. I don't need the weekly meetings with this defensive unit under Eric Washington. I would love to be a fly on the wall just to see what they sit up here and try to discuss to slow down this offense.
Well, again, it's like I keep telling my dad. They don't get no pressure with their front four. So if you can't
No,
get no
man,
pressure with your front four, well, of course, you can't do nothing.
you can't do nothing.
And plus, you can't.
And if
Plus,
you're
this team
gonna
can't even.
and if you're gonna sit up here and blitz, why are you gonna play zone?
Well,
I'm pretty
maybe.
sure there's a defensive specialist somewhere that'll be watching this video. Chime in and give me the best reasons to play zone when you're blitzing 5-6.
Personally, I think they're gonna stick in the zone because they can't get no pressure. They can't even when they blitz. They don't get no pressure.
Yeah, they expect the secondary to hold expect the secondary to hold so that the line can get to the quarterback.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't have any level of confidence. I think the Vikings defense now, after getting one game on Caleb Williams in the offense and Thomas Brown's offense, they'll be a lot more prepared to shut
Yep,
them down for a whole game.
yep,
I'm already gonna be sadly watching this game on Monday night. Probably the last hour in my office, freaking being all pissed off, and people are gonna, my
yep,
coworkers and my boss gonna be like, "Why you look so pissed off?" The Bears
yep.
football. That's why I'm pissed off.
Now
Then
I will say this. I will say this. Minnesota at 11-2. I mean, for me, from where I sit, they are. I'm shocked that they haven't been guaranteed a playoff spot yet. I'm shocked. They should be guaranteed a playoff spot because at 11-2, with the way everyone else is playing, I just I just can't fathom them not getting in at this particular moment. Atlanta has got to win.
oh yeah,
Green Bay has got to win. They've got to go to Seattle and beat this team.
yeah,
Can they? I'm pretty sure that's going to be probably one of the better games of the day.
yeah. Falcons
You
got to
know,
win their game against the Raiders to.
oh, you can't trust the Raiders. Come on, man. The Falcons will go in there and beat them.
Well, you got Kirk Cousins throwing picks all over the place. He sucks.
Well, well, I mean, that's what film does for you. Film shows your weaknesses, but at the same time, film shows your strengths.
Yeah,
So if the Falcons stick to their strengths and stop and Kirk Cousins stop acting like he's a franchise quarterback just because he's getting paid the amount of money he's getting paid, then change up the offense just to make sure that your running backs, which are really good, in Robinson and Algier, make sure you highlight those guys first, and you'll be fine.
yeah. Um, Falcons, I think, are going to win. Obviously, it will be interesting to see what happens to the Buccaneers game because if they win and the Buccaneers lose, they're back in first place.
Correct. So it's a must win.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they see that the Buccaneers are in um
first.
are with the Chargers.
Yeah. So that's the week predictions. Army Navy games this week. I'm going Army.
Army,
They just look like the better team. They're the American champion, American Athletic
yep,
Conference champions. That game wasn't
won
even
their
freaking
conference, and
close.
they won their conference, and they're not in the playoff.
They're not even freaking ranked higher than what they're ranked currently.
No, I bet you if they had a beat Notre Dame and go up in there undefeated, they probably would still be out.
Oh, probably, yeah, of course. They'd probably be like one of the highest they probably would have won is like 15.
Yeah, yeah,
So, yeah, I'm going Army,
yeah.
over Navy this week. Seems like it's gonna be a fun game
It's
because
always a fun game. It's always a nice game. I mean, it's really good when everyone in the services get together to watch this one event, and it's always a really good one. But I think this year, with both teams being really, you know, you know, um, boatloads above the 500 mark and being better than bowl eligible, I should say, should be a really good game.
yeah. Anyways, gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, and hit that subscribe button. Also, I think there's a few bowl games also as well because the college football playoffs start early now, which I'm
Hmm.
excited for that.
I'm
Uh,
excited for that too.
we'll get those predictions next week because those games start next week. I thought they started like this week, and I'm like, oh wait, they don't. It's an Army
No,
Navy game.
yeah,
But there are some other bowl games out there. It's like 3 other bowls. I don't know what the teams are, but it's probably like some middling teams or whatever. But
hmm,
that's crazy.
yeah,
You put
yeah.
in bowl games on Army Navy week.
Just
That's crazy.
yeah, bowl games on Army Navy week. You going against the Chargers in favor of Tampa Bay. I'm just at a loss for words.
Yeah. Last thing. What's your thoughts on Juan Soto going to the Mets without that amount of money?
Hey man, he had to try to get that Otani money, and whoever was going to offer him the Otani money was who was going to get him.
Yeah.
And he stays in New York.
Yeah. He just goes up the street.
Yeah,
Queen.
yeah. And the Mets were not a bad baseball team.
Yeah.
They weren't a bad baseball team.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the reason why they were out is because they couldn't hit.
Yeah. No, they're gonna pitch. I watched those
Well,
games.
they couldn't get timely hitting. When they got decent pitching, they
Yeah.
couldn't
You're
hit.
you're you're right about that. You're right. All right,
Yeah.
we're getting out of here. Catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.